Hi everyone, this is Jeanette with Janda Panda Treasures, and yes, I am having a sale on Sunday, which is going to be the 23rd, which is tomorrow, the 23rd of November at 12 p.m. So, I have a few items. I got in about three lots. One's a really teeny lot, which is right here. I got a hold of these Anne Klein earrings, and I don't know if you can see that right there. There's like some black right there. And then these are from Lord & Taylor, Anne Klein for Lord & Taylor. Don't know how old they are. And it's hard to tell if these were ever used. I don't know. They look clean here, and I'm not sure what that material is right there. Surgical steel maybe, but these are all yellowed. So these need to be replaced, and I have something I have generic backs for these, and these look generic. Usually if they have a name on them, I'll include them, but I always like to, make them look decent. And then I just take a bamboo stick or maybe a soft toothpick, and I get in there and I take that stuff out. I got most of it off, but I wanted to show you without shaking the camera too much how that can come off. Yeah, it's coming off. And maybe just damping, getting a damp stick. I don't know what that is, so it's hard to tell. But it needs to look like that. So there's still some stuff on there. So I'll work on that. Maybe just getting a little bit wet might help. But those are Anne Klein's. But they're not marked. There's no Anne Klein mark, and there's the Lord & Taylor tag. So anyway, so there's those. Put that in the bin for tomorrow. I did get this, and I didn't pay a lot for it, but you can see it needs some sort of work here. What's going on? So I'm not sure if this can be maybe it needs to be cut. I need to test this because sometimes these older pieces, they can be some sort of gold formulation. Those look like faux pearls that have really gone through the wringer. But yeah, it's a shell. And I don't know if you can tell how, oh yeah, right here, translucency. Translucent. And she needs a bath for sure. These are so pretty. These are sterling, and these are glass. And they do have an AB coating on them, but they're such a pretty blue. I will confirm that and test it. Oh no, these say 925 on here. 925, 925. So at the very least, the earrings are 925, and I would assume the rest of it is because this is kind of a safety catch. These are so, so pretty. They do have some weight on them. These earrings need to be kept together. Okay. And then these guys. This, I don't know if it's a no-name piece, but there's like a little rhinestone on the end right there. great. Looks like it's never been worn. Plus there's a reverse side to it as well. So it's kind of got this really glossy mirror finish to it. Back it out a little bit so you can see the whole shoot and match. And I'm gonna do a measurement. Okay, so, and you can shorten it any way you want, I'm sure. But as it sits, it has a wearable drop of 16.5 inches as it sits, I believe. I don't know how accurate I need to be on that, but so that's really nice. Close up. And then you can see there's a little bit of a hang tag there with a little rhinestone. It's just super pretty. Things don't have to have a name. This one does have a tag, kind of a loop there, snake chain. There's a little crystal there, and there is the hang tag right there. $11.5-inch drop. And this could probably go right over your head. Yeah, well, yeah, it does, but you know, it's just right there. Okay, here's a couple of things. Get my solution. Yes, I'm not going to put the stone in there. This is cat's eye heart. Get a paper towel. So I'm just going to drop it in there, but not with, and I'll hold this out. So I need to get in there as close as I can, swirl it around, and try not to drop it. You can see how pretty it looks afterwards. Yeah, look at the dirt I'm getting off of it. It's not really dirt, it's tarnish. Probably will want to put it in, because it is sterling. Sterling mark right there. It's on there. Another dip. All right. Yeah, that looks much better. Nine 9.25 inch drop, so it's 18.5 right there. This one, I'm just like mystified. And I've never seen a closure like this, but this looks like it's garnet, articulated garnet pendant, but I can't figure out this closure. Maybe you guys can help me. I mean, I've been trying like the dickens to open that, and it's just not cooperating. So worst case scenario, I snip this. It is marked 925 on here somewhere. I think, is that it? Super tiny. Yeah, and it's got other marks on there. So I don't know. Either I have to figure this out. I mean, I thought, well, maybe there's just like a little catch there, but it's on there. It won't budge. So, but the pendant itself is so pretty. Very, very deep, deep red. Kind of a garnet red. All right. Let's kind of move this out of the way. Get the big one, the big chunky one out. That's where I look and make sure all the little stones are there. Yeah. This one, I don't see a closure. So how would one put this on? Well, let's see what, well, let's see if I can put it over my head. Yeah, it goes over the head, but I mean, I would think that there would be some sort of way to open it, and I don't see anything. So, smallest on the drop. Let's flip it over here this way. Yeah, it's just like 11. I don't know about this one, because I don't see any. Oh, anyway, so we'll have to put it on the bust tomorrow. And what does it look like? These feel like they're, well, they're definitely faux, but they don't feel like they're glass. These feel like they're glass. So I don't know. That just happened to be in this lot, and it's the biggest piece. Takes up the most space. Okay, this came in this little fancy box here. Again, faux pearl that has the tag made in China. Most jewelry is made in China with a SKU number. All right, well, let's get a measurement. It's about a 7 3/4. However, there's a lot there. So, you know, it's really bunchy. So it's going to take up some of that. So I'm a 7. Yeah. Oops. It may not even fit a 7. So that's another item. And its own box. This feels almost like it's padded. It's very pretty. Little roses on it. Okay. I couldn't read this earlier. Let's see what this says. This feels so nice. Vina alla Volta? Vina alla Volta? Not familiar with that brand, but I will find it. Now the full length of this (17 inches). But these kind of frosty gray blue, and these kind of feel like glass, but these don't. They're heavy. This, I don't know about these kinds of slave bracelets, but this is on a stretchy. Let's see if I got this correctly. A stretchy. It just seems like a lot for me. I think you put the ring on. It's got a nice stretch to it. You put the ring on first, which is a stretch, and then you do that. I don't know why they call it sleeve bracelets, but it's interesting. That would be something to look up, I suppose. Really pretty heart earrings. Oh my goodness. Those are so pretty. And there's no marks. There's a ring here, and it's deep, deep blue. No marks. It doesn't look like it's ever been worn. And the size... Wow, it's nice size. 9 3/4. I wonder if it'll fit one of my fat fingers. Oh, it does. Oh my goodness. Now I know what size this finger is. Because a 10's too big and 9s are too small. Okay. Ellen Tracy perfume. I have not smelled this. Well, let's give it a whiff. Oh, it's a twist. It's a twist, and it's a roll-on. Oh, it's not bad. I don't know how to, describe it. What does it say on here? Eau de Perfume, Palm Beach Beauty, LLC, Delray Beach, Florida, DLF01, and that's it. Keep it sealed. Generic bracelet. This disappointed me. This is missing the rollover, and this is one heavy elephant. This is the heavy elephant in the room. Nothing's marked. But there are, you know, holes there for the crystals or the rhinestones. Give it a little extra light filtration. But anyway, so that's a bummer. How are you guys? A little bit bent here. See if I can damage it some more. There we go. Okay, this is missing some stones right there. So right there, nope. Joan Rivers, and this is, oh, they're busted. Oh no, look at that. Well, that stinks. There's no way to fix that. It's just total, let me see. Yeah, it's coming completely out. Well, that stinks. I liked these. That's too bad. And some more bent earrings with no name. And dirty. Last thing in this lot. Well, no, there's one more. And then I'll pull out the other lot. Look at this. I'll open that. This feels like it's like celluloid or something. What do you think? 6.5? That's my tiniest, the smallest finger. Yeah. I got enough on my hands. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Does need to be cleaned. All right, well, that's a bummer on those earrings. Okay. Joan Rivers Classic Collection. Look at this. Okay, so this is like, I call it guy wire or some sort of wire. But it's got these beautiful crystals right here on the front that float. I mean, they float like nobody's business, just like silk. And the Joan Rivers tag, and it also comes with the Joan Rivers velvet bag to keep it nice. Oh, and there is something in here. Much love, Joan Rivers. I think she meant it. Fabulous. All right, so that's that for that lot. Take off some of these things. Well, I came across these keys. And the reason why I'm showing them is because I'm kind of hoping that some of them will fit maybe a few of the jewelry boxes that I have that require keys. I've even got some Samsonite. And there's numbers on there. Yeah, so if you have a Samsonite luggage, you know, vintage one, because now I think they all have like combination 170S. I have 2 of those. Oh, this is pretty. It looks like another luggage piece. BLCO. Here's one. That one would probably fit something that I have. That little guy right there. What else? Some more. Some of them look generic, so I'm kind of hoping they'll fit something. Anyway, so that'll be a little project. And I have these in here too. These are from my dog's past. just hang on to stuff. Emotional connection. Okay. All right, let me push this aside and we'll take a look. There are little pieces and parts at the bottom, so if something's missing something, I have no idea. This looks like it's part of a pendant or some sort of necklace. I don't know what this material is. I don't know. I'll put it over here with broken earrings. That is nice. Shows significant wear on the back. I don't know who has this kind of back, though. It's interesting. At least discoloration. These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That mother of pearl is just so pearly. And then you've got these like disco cut. I don't know who makes these. Sometimes they put their name on the back. Sometimes they don't do anything. Those are so pretty. Little Avon earring. I guess I better get closer. There we go. Avon. This requires testing. There's the other one of those. Just having trouble focusing. What's going on? All right, there we go. This is absolutely amazing. This is a really cool old style chain. And this looks like it's got some age to it. I love that amber glass. Faceted on both sides. This chain is fabulous. And I need to look to make sure it's not some sort of a cleaning, but I think it's meant, I like the look, the antique look of it. Nine-inch drop, so 18-inch chain. Nice, big, huge pendant. The two and the rhinestones are there. I do want to look and see if those are prong set. Oh, this is bezel set. So let me check those. Those are also bezel set. So yeah, that's fantastic. You can see a little schmutz on the other side, but I like it. All right, this was in the lot. It is a typewriter key marked P. So this is an actual, I think it's glass coated typewriter key. But it's in a setting that is 925 or sterling. It says sterling there. And it has a little lobster claw catch. So it's a charm attached to a sterling bead ball. So that's a bead ball right there. And the length on this one, nine-inch drop, 18-inch chain. So yeah, I wonder why it's focusing out and in, out and in. So let's just do this until I need to get up close. So I'm not going to clean this because it looks good like that. It looks old. So that's nice. So I found this. I'm wondering if this little hand goes in there. Looks like it does. Wonder what this goes to. We shall see. Okay, see, these are really cool acrylic beads and faux you know, coral, I guess you'd call it. Here's the other one of those. Those are fancy. Tiny but fancy. A stated understatement. Okay, let's figure this one out. Is it long? Is it short? Where's the clasp? You know the drill. No mark. But that is so cool. Now this is missing something right here. And I'm assuming it is something that looks like this. So my feeling is I'm just going to take that off. So what do you think? Okay, so there's a little bit of an extension there, so I will get what it is sitting at the moment. Just got a few, well, I can extend this video out. So right now it's at almost, it's like at a 9-inch drop. So here's a little bit of adjustment. It's grimy, stuff is grimy. Here's the other Avon earring. Okay, locket. All these stones are intact. Lobster claw chain. And it's empty on the inside. It's really, I don't know what that stuff is. It's all discolored in there. I wonder if it'll polish at all. All that did was shine up. But there's that, a locket, a big locket with a big picture in there. Okay, I really don't normally like this kind of thing, and it looks like this part has been broken or something. So yeah, not a fan. Beads and medallions are cool. This one, I don't know what's wrong. Okay, this one's missing some stones and stuff. And this is acrylic, so no. I like this one. I liked it when I saw it, and I still like it. So, this is interesting. And I don't know why this is this way. Oh no, I thought these were spring rings. They're not. That's just the style of the link. Excuse me. I was wondering, why are there spring rings right here? But this happens to be a Lucky brand. Lucky finishes everything so nicely. And there's no extension available. But, I mean, I've done this in the past where I've gotten a larger ring just to make it smaller, or you can extend it with more chain. But as it is in its natural formation or natural State. This is about 8 inches, so 16 inches. Yeah, look at these. Look at these. Pearls and, yeah. And then I always like to look at the back. This is typical design of Lucky. They like to design the backs as well. I guess if you wanted to, you could wear it plain like that. I don't see why not. Reversible. These I don't think are real. That brass right there is got a scuff on it. Because I have a feeling it's supposed to look like this. But that's okay. Nice, very nice pieces. I like this one. Yeah, I've been kind of busy putting stuff on eBay, making a few eBay sales, you know, just somewhere. Okay, so this is cool. This is probably one of the coolest things that I have in this lot. This feels like it's acrylic right there. Let's see. No, it's probably glass, maybe even quartz. The reason why I say that is, oh, this one's carved. I'm saying that because it's a Zapata. And this is India 925, and there's a Silpata mark right there. It's a nice toggle bracelet. Look at that cha-cha. And this one is kind of hard to measure because you got all that stuff going on. So this, oh, okay, I'm going to call it a 7 because I can make it small. It's adjustable. But it looks like it's, let me fix this. This just looks like it needs some help here. There we go. Just got hung up on itself. But look at this. And it's got a lot of stuff on it. Let's see if I can get it in that one. But I want to be able to get it off. So this actually fits me as a 7 very nicely. To measure it though, it's probably going to seem like it's longer. And the reason why I say that is because you got all this stuff here adding to the interior of the bracelet. So it's going to make it smaller just based on the amount of, I guess, what do you call this? Rock charms. So yeah, that's an 8, that's a 7. So yeah, this is fabulous. I wonder what these stones are. I kind of see some jasper, you know, a lot of it looks like bedrock. There's some wood, little carved pieces here and there. Just really, really cool. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Looks like an acorn, but I think it's not cold, so I don't know what that is. Okay, enough of that. Here we go. This is, it looks like it's faux suede. with a little metal adjustment there. And then it comes down here, got a little stone accent, and then this sterling chain right there, and then it's marked sterling here. Cut it out. I think this needs to be polished with a proper polishing, because that stone, it's Labrador. Oh wow, look at that. Didn't take much at all. That excuse me, that labradorite needs a very bright frame, and it is a fabulous stone. It's a jewel of the earth. Look at that clean. I'll show you the flash. The amazing flash. And what I was surprised is that it doesn't have a Silpata mark, because these are like characteristics of Silpata. I don't know if you can, there it is. It's a very thick stone too. Even the back has flash. Excuse me. And it is adjustable, like so. And the drop right now. It's 14 inches. I thought I saw something of a mark. Oh, what's this? What does this say? There's like a little tree, and here, let's see. What does this say? This says, oh, peyote bird. Oh, that's why. Okay, so there is a peyote bird on there. So this is peyote bird. Wow. It does look expensive. I mean, it's really nice. Tiger's eye. This doesn't have a hang tag on it, but it looks like everything that Lucky Brand would make. It's completely adjustable, so you can make it as small or as large as you want. So shortest, and I mean really shortest. Wow, wait a minute. The shortest is 7 inches. You could still tighten it up. But look at this. You think it's meant for your ankle? It's like 10 inches. I mean, 10 inches would be like that on me. I have to be at 7. Wow, that's an interesting piece. Just how it's built, you know? Okay, last one in this lot. I think this has a front closure. Look at these stones here. Wow. Tiger's eye. I forget what this one is. And some sort of halite. There's a tag here. It's Silpata tag right there. 925. But yeah, I would wear the clasp in the front because it looks pretty awesome. Polished. There's one side here that's a little different. There we go. All right, let's see. This obviously is choker. Feels like faux or vegan or whatever you want to call it. Fake leather. Yeah, I see a 925 on the back of that clasp or that toggle. So it's about 17.5 inches, maybe a little longer. I'm going to call it 18 because there's some give there with that material in the center. But yeah, there's like a tiny little 925 right here with a Zapata mark right there. And then on this side has the Zapata tag. So yeah. All right, so those are the hauls that I have, or, you know. So I got those in my little sale bucket. There's some other stuff here. Why, I don't know. That is Mille Fiore. Oh, they're really... Oh, this is a bracelet. A Mille Fiore bracelet. Oh my goodness. In case anybody's interested. Seven inches. Put that there. I don't know if anybody's seen these before. They just happen to be in this pile. And they may have been moved to this pile for cleaning or inspecting or something. Sterling. That looks like onyx to me. I hear an airplane. And just small little necklaces. I mean, as far as, you know, daintiness goes. 8.5-inch drop. 17-inch chain. This one has a heart on it as a mark. It looks kind of like an octopus. Now, I don't think the chain is sterling. It might be. Let me look. Is the chain sterling? Well, I'm so glad I had that on pause because I was detangling this chain, which is not sterling, but knocked over my camera. Oopsie. All right, so here's a couple of items. This one is, this chain's not sterling, but the octopus is. And there's like a little kind of an opal. Could be synthetic. I don't know. It's not open on the back. Marked 925. And 10-inch drop. And that's fully extended. So you can, you know, make it like 18-inch or 16-inch. Maybe. Probably 18. I don't know. But it's a cool, cool octopus. This is a bracelet. That actually is sterling heart. It's all sterling. Sterling bracelet, sterling little heart. You know what, this, I could use a dip, I'm sure. But the length. It's a floating heart, 7 inches. And again, you can add chain to it if you wanted to make it longer. So there's that. And here's a couple of little items here. This is an 8-inch drop right here, 16-inch sterling and malachite. It's got a screw barrel right there. This is been Presidium tested and acid tested. This is sterling, and there are like little tiny itty bitty diamond chips in here. Let me take it, I'm gonna super magnify it. I think they're just actual chips. Yeah. And I think it looks like they're in each and every one of these segments. Looks like it. Yep, so you can see the diamonds in there. Now prongs set in there. That is, I'd call it maybe 7.5. Yeah, it's a little loose on me. It's got a safety right there. So that's a nice little find. Okay, locks there. There's a little push button here to open it. Where does it go? Okay, so yeah. And then here's the safety right there. Cute diamond bracelet. Okay. Oops, almost dropped it again. All right. CT. Oh, wow. I really cleaned, yeah, CT. Look at that beauty. Has, it's all sterling. I don't know what that stone is. It's gorgeous, closed back. Looks Navajo. It has a couple of little tiny little circular beads there. Definitely needs a polish, but on Native American, I really tend to leave them alone. I don't want to do too much to them. 7 3/4 drop. So it's like 15.5 inches. Okay. I want to dip this one so bad. Sterling. And it has these little, I don't know what that's for. I do not know. You put like money in there because it looks like a little coin purse. Kiss lock, just beautifully done. And you can add a chain here. And that's something that I might do. Let's see. Inconspicuous spot. Again, if I do clean it, yeah, that's gonna look so pretty. If I do clean it, some of this tarnish will stay in there. So that would be good, like a little tarnish. It just adds definition to the piece, because this just, I think this would look so much better if it was dipped. It's amazing. And then I'm adding a chain. That is cool. Findings. Okay. Oh, and size-wise, it's not small for a pendant anyway. I wonder if it's part of like a chatelaine or something. 2 3/4 by, and from kiss lock to bottom, 2 inches. That's fabulous. And again, here's the inside. Inside it, well, it'll, if I dip it, that's all gonna be shiny. Maybe, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm not gonna do anything to it yet, but I really, really want to. So, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Should I dip this, or should I just let it stay this way? Also, every time you do polish something, you do take away some of the silver that's on it, but not much. Oh, wow. Okay, stop staring. It's a little bag of charms. What have we got in here? We have got an elephant. We have a moose and some sort of little elf on a shelf kind of guy. I'll take him out because you can't see it very well. There's the elf. Looks like a little elf on a shelf. I don't see a sterling mark, but on that one, this one does have a mark. The elephant has a mark. Does Mr. Moose? Moose has a mark. Little charms. Let's see. Does he have a mark on his butt? No, I don't see any mark. But he feels like sterling. Oh, I can always test him too. All right, is this, oh, 2 more pieces. And then I'll be on my way. This is fabulous. If you can do a screenshot, do so. Looks like turquoise, lapis. I don't know what that is. Amethyst maybe down there. Maybe some spiny oyster. Really pretty piece of, I don't know what that is. Cat's eye? It's a cat's eye. Right there and right there and right there. And of course, maybe shell. Sterling. I put it on this cord here just for show, so I don't know that I'll even measure it, but they're all bezel set. Really nice. Really, really nice. This one, I believe this is also sterling. Where's the, yeah, right here. This one says Mexico 925. I'm not sure what that stone is, but I will find out. At least I'll try and get close. Very weighty toggle. $7.5. I need that little extra just so you can manage the toggle. At least I think you do. Yeah, because you kind of got to get your thumb in there and yada. Okay. I'm not going to take it all the way through. But that's nice. It feels buttery on the inside. And the links, this is what's holding it in right here, is the silver is holding in the stone. Mexico 925. So on that note, tell me what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you tomorrow on the 23rd of November. Thanks so much. Oh wait, there's a couple more items I missed. I think I'm going to keep this chain, or I wonder what if this pendant. Okay, let me get this opal one out of the way. Okay, so this has some sort of urn on it, and it is marked Montana on the little urn, and the urn isn't marked. Or is it? Montana. But the chain is sterling. So I'm going to take this chain and this Montana off. Probably better off this way. I'll clean that chain. Or no, I won't clean that chain. This is going into the charm bag. Wherever that might be. There we go. So 4 charms in here. Feels like silver. A couple of things then to test. In this little bag. Take this chain and put it on this. It really needs a proper chain. Okay, so let's go this way. Okay. Nice long chain, beautiful pendant. That's what it looks like with the chain. Because it's super dark in here. So this is something well, you can't put this in a dip because it will possibly ruin the stones. But the chain's a super long chain. Oh my goodness. Super long. 11 3/4 inches. That's 23 and a half. That's a long chain, but that's such a beautiful pendant. All right. A couple more things, and then I'm out of here. Get that out of the way. All right. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful opal. Amazing. And on the back, it says, wow, there's a lot of stuff on the back of this small thing. It says STER, five star, STER dot. This kind of looks native, the chain does to me. Screw barrel clasp. And this gorgeous, gorgeous pendant. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful opal. I have 3 stations, or actually 6 stations of beads. And the drop is 7.5, so that's a 15-inch chain. You want it really up tight and close to your neck. And then this one, this looks like Larimar. And this is a super itty bitty bracelet. It has this little chain hanging off of it. But it's so tiny. I mean, it is adjustable, but I don't think you're going to get it much bigger than, I mean, you might be able to get it bigger, but not for an adult. So this has a 1 3/4 inch width here. But that's a nice, cute, super cute. Anyway, so now I am done. So thanks again for watching.